What's going down, everybody? It's your boy, That Guy My High, tuning back in for another reaction. And this time we got the top 10 most bizarre. It's bizarre. Bizarre objects that might have come from a parallel universe. Ever had those moments of like deja vu where you see something, or you're in a place, or like, you know what I'm saying? There's no other explanation other than it came from another universe that is running parallel with ours, and that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? We live in like 100 lives at the same exact time or something crazy. You know what I mean? Anyways, let's just jump into this shit, man. Record the screen, hit that full screen, and do what you got to do to go up. You know what I'm saying? Spark up, dab up, vape up, dip up, moonshine up, sweet tea up. Do what you got to do. Just go up. Maybe take a shot or 2 or 3. Because it comes from me. If you can't do none of that, open up your mind. Because ultimately, that's the only way to go up anyway. You know what I'm saying, baby? Yeah, I got it out that time. Gang, let's go.
By now, we have done multiple videos on parallel universes. Some of you believe that they're real, others not so much. Well, put your differences aside.
What do you feel? Are you a believer in the parallel universes, or are you one of the people who's like, I gotta see it to believe it? Like, if I can't see it, I don't believe it. I'm like 50-50. Like 50% of me is like, bro, you can't be playing with unknown forces that you can't see with, you know what I'm saying? But it don't mean that it's not there. You know what I'm saying? But then the other half of me is like, dog, until I see it, I just can't believe it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't real until I see it with my own 2 eyeballs. You know what I'm saying?
Today, we are looking at objects that might have come from a parallel universe, or at least look like they do. Starting off this countdown, we have the deck of cards.
Or at least look like they do.
Now, I don't know about you, but normal deck of cards don't have number 1 cards. In place, they have aces.
Yeah.
Would you look at that? This odd deck had 1s, which makes me very uncomfortable. I don't know about you, but
Whoa. I've never seen cards with 1s before. I've definitely seen aces. We've all seen aces. You know, if you're from this universe, you know, this universe specifically, I'm not sure what this universe is called specifically outside of this is my universe that I'm in and that I recognize. And in my universe that I'm in that I recognize, we don't got 1s in our decks of cards. So yeah, I don't know how to explain that either. You know what I'm saying? That don't look like no, that's not, you can't just like factory spoof that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's too, let me take that back. Shit happens, but when you ever seen a 1 in a deck of cards, bro? I'm like trying to.
If we're playing Go Fish and you whip out a 1, I'm leaving. I'm sorry.
Facts.
Jokes aside, we have decks with aces because they can serve as the highest card or lowest. So it can serve as a 1 or more than 1. That's why we don't have 1s, according to Google. Don't quote me. So I don't know where this person got their cards from, but it just seems wrong. And
that's weird.
Today we have the knockoff.
What would you do if you had a deck of cards with a 1? And if you have had a deck of cards with the 1, I need picture proof. I need you to go ahead and just send me them deck of cards. You know, because I ain't gonna believe it till I see it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna believe it till it's in my hands. You know what I'm saying? When I see with my 2 eyeballs.
Sometimes brand name pieces can be expensive and we want the same or similar item but cheaper. That's where knockoff brands come into play. Take a look at these cereals. They're so similar, yet so different. So we got Cocoa Rice instead of Cocoa Puffs. We got Honey Nut Crispy Oats instead of Honey Nut Cheerios. Fruit Rounds
those just look like
Loops. Marshmallows and Stars.
Those look like those random, like, you know, third world country boxes of cereal where it literally is like pretty much the same thing as what we get here, just without the brand name. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like some little weird spoofy version of it.
Instead of Lucky Charms, cookies instead
Millville.
of Cookie Crisp. And lastly, Kids Crunch instead of Captain Crunch. Now, if I saw an aisle filled with those, I think I was transported to another universe.
Yeah, I've seen that though.
Now let's get to
especially during the pandemic times. Like, there's way like I at my Walmarts and my, you know, grocery stores, I've seen and noticed like brands, or not even, well, yeah, I could say brands that we've had here and we have, like, you know, had for a long time, but we'd have like a different version or box or name, you know what I'm saying, slightly, but it'd be like, you could tell that it was designated for, like, you know, Mexico or India, or, you know what I'm saying? It was just the same brand that was being marketed to a different country, you know what I'm saying? A different individual was all.
In 1929, a group of historians discovered something pretty strange. It was a map from 1513 written on the skin of a gazelle. It was created by a well-known admiral of the Turkish Navy. Well, what's odd is that the map included Europe and North Africa, the coast of Brazil, several islands, and even Antarctica. which was not discovered until 300 years later.
Oh.
Not only that, but it was said that Antarctica was not covered in ice. The last time that occurred was more than 6,000 years ago. So this whole thing just doesn't make any sense. How did this man map a continent that's been covered by ice for the last 6,000 years?
I was just gonna say that same thing.
Maybe he's from a parallel universe, or maybe the map is. In our seventh spot today, we have the stop sign.
That's a weird one. Like, I think it would be super dope to go to Antarctica if there was no snow and it wasn't all icy and like a, you know, a lifeless place other than penguins and polar bears. But yeah, you know, I think that'd be pretty dope to be able to do that. But the whole map thing, how would you know that? You know what I'm saying? How would you know that Antarctica, one, was there, and two, wasn't covered with ice when it wasn't until like it froze over again before you got there or could have got there? Yeah, that hurts my brain thinking about it, bro. That hurts my brain. I'm trying to comprehend it. Let's go. Hurts my brain.
That just makes me uncomfortable. Someone decided to create a lowercase stop sign, and it looks like it's like stop. No, just stop. Like it's too gentle. As a wise movie once said, no.
That's hilarious.
Stick to the stuff you know. It's better by far to keep things as they are. Don't mess with the flow. Stick to the status quo. If you know what movie that's from, I automatically love you.
Yeah,
or maybe this person
I
was
don't
driving
remember.
around in another universe. Who knows?
I've heard those.
In our
It's
sixth
like
spot
Mean
today,
Girls
we
or
have
some
the
shit.
Oumuamua article.
I don't know.
Hopefully I pronounced that right, because in another video I didn't, so now I'm changing the pronunciation. Let me know if I get it right. Just be gentle, folks. In 2017, this object was found flying by in our solar system. Now, it's quite weird. It looks like a space rock, but it's not a comet or asteroid. It's too small and oddly shaped to be an asteroid. This thing is long.
It's like
in fact, this is now the most elongated known space object. Not only that, but astronomers were shocked by the condition of it. Astronomers thought that the first space rock to enter our solar system would be a ball of ice and rocks like a comet. But this isn't one.
Yeah.
Now, not only is it not shaped like one, but there's usually a cloud of dust and gases around.
It's like a flying,
and this object just doesn't have that.
Like a flying
Before
shaft through the
scientists could
sky.
study it too much, it left our solar system. All we know is that the strange object came from another solar system.
It's a
Or maybe
flying
a
Richard.
different universe, and that's why
It's a
so
flying
weird
Richard
and
through the
unlike
sky. If y'all
anything
know the
we've ever seen
nickname for
before.
Richard,
We're now at
you
the
know,
fifth and halfway mark
one of those.
The archless McDonald's.
What?
Imagine this, okay? You're hungry. You're driving down a road.
Okay, go back.
Madly looking for places to stop and eat, and that's when you see it off in the distance.
A McDonald's
You see
without the
two
arches?
golden arches, and you know exactly what awaits you. The one and only McDonald's. Except whatever universe this is in, McDonald's only has one arch. Like, hello, it's not Nick Donald's, it's Mick. So stop.
What
okay?
kind of-
Or maybe someone messed up with the design.
Yeah, I was about to say, I feel like, because we have, I think there's a couple McDonald's out here in Colorado that have like this similar, like with the arches kind of like going through the building and whatnot. But I have never seen it on a sign like that. Like I've never seen a sign that was just completely just missing a whole part of the M. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure the golden arches are only the golden arches because it makes up an M for McDonald's. So yeah, I'm kind of with her on like, how do you fuck up a whole design, like a whole like yeah, that's almost damn near foolproof, bro. How you mess up a foolproof ass design, bro? I don't understand that one. I don't understand that one. You can't mess up McDonald's.
Since when does McDonald's sell just bags of ice? Like, look at the sign. Bag of ice, $1. I mean, it's a steal nonetheless, but still.
Yeah, that's back in the day, though.
As well.
You can tell
And
that's back in the day.
We have the Merlin Sword. Now, this is something.
Shit, McDonald's out here now, you don't get napkins, silverware, sauces, no salt, no ketchup, no nothing unless you ask for it. It's like a straight rule now. They be like, you didn't get nothing in your bag? It's because you didn't ask. You got to be real specific with us now. If you ain't be real specific, we ain't gonna give it to you. Because we just don't preemptively just give you shit that you're gonna throw away because we're trying to cut down on landfill and recycling and you know what I'm saying? Waste. So now at our McDonald's, because of these problems with waste and everything, they're like, nope, you can't have nothing unless you ask. We will not preemptively just put anything in your bag anymore. Not at all.
Call an out-of-place object, and that's because the sword dates back from around 800 to 1000 AD.
Damn.
Which is shocking.
That's the
since they didn't
goddamn
have technology to make such swords.
Damn, that's even crazier. But that goes with what I was about to say. Ain't that the what's that the Merlin Sword and shit? You know what I'm saying? You had to get it out the rock and shit, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm talking about? That's what that sword was. That was the Merlin Sword right there. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
Swords like this were made 800 years later during the Industrial Revolution. Not only that, but its carbon content is 3 times higher than other swords of its time. It also suggested that in order to make this sword, iron ore had to have been heated to at least 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit, okay? Again,
Damn.
They didn't have that technology to do that back then. So many people are perplexed. Well, there
Looper,
are
somebody went back into time, left it, they dropped it.
Or 2
Yeah,
might
see?
come from a parallel universe.
Facts.
One that is far more advanced than ours. But let me know your theory in the comments below. In our third spot today, we have Lost and Found. A number of people on Reddit have shared stories in which they have lost something only for it to reappear in a place where it's impossible to. So let me explain.
I've had that happen to me. Have y'all ever had? See, that was that deja vu shit that I was talking about earlier, and maybe that's the wrong word or whatever. But I've had things like that happen where, like, I swear I put something somewhere, and like every time I walk back my steps or try to retrace my steps or whatever, I go back to like the same spot and I'll look and I can't find it, and then like a day or two later, I'll, you know, be in that same area and all of a sudden it'll be like right there. And it's like, bro, there's no way that I missed that. Like, I know I smoke a lot of weed, bro, but I know I ain't that motherfucking high. You know what I'm saying? I know I smoke a lot of goddamn weed, but you know what I'm saying? God, I know I ain't going to no parallel universes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, bro, no.
He was with his cousin at Home Depot. Before they went in, the cousin grabbed his wallet, but he didn't have any pockets. So he asked the narrator if he could put his wallet inside his pocket so that he didn't have to carry it around. He agreed and he zipped it into his track pants. After shopping around at Home Depot for a bit, they went to check out, but his wallet wasn't in the track pants. So they retraced their steps.
Bro got parallel universe track pants?
So they decided just to go back to the car and return to the store later. When they got to the car, lo and behold, the wallet was on the dashboard, which is wild because the cousin literally handed him the wallet and he zipped it into his pants.
See, that's...
Now,
Okay, now that's taking it to a whole new level of like mind effery right there. You know what I'm saying? My mind is effed right now. You know what I'm saying? It's mush. I don't understand. That's not... I was thinking his pants, he got back to the car, it was in the pants pocket, you know what I'm saying? On the dashboard though? Bruh, I'd be questioning my whole existence at that point. Dog, I gave it to you. I watched you put it in the pocket and I watched you, goddamn. I watched you, bro. Am I alive? Is this real? Are you guys real? Let's go.
Believes that what happened was the universe glitched, and maybe in another
the universe glitched? I mean, I've heard of computer glitches, my phone glitching, you know, technology glitching. I mean, even some people, when they bipolar or they got, you know, something really crazy happens, they like, you know, a little bit brain reboot and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I've never like the the universe that had a glitch, bro. Like, we got to worry about life glitching. That's not fair. That's not right.
Wallet
That's
on the
not right.
dashboard. Somehow those universes merged, hence why the wallet was on the dash.
No, not hence why the wallet is on the dash. No, you don't have an explanation for that. Don't try to explain that to me.
Second spot, we have these
There's no explanation.
dino-looking figures. In 1944, thousands of little dino-looking figures were dug up in Mexico. Only problem is that the pieces date back to 2500 BCE, a time when no dinosaurs were roaming around, and people couldn't have possibly known about dinosaurs then. This is all according to scientists. So were there some other creatures?
You know, we don't know what they stumbled across. Like, granted, yes, by that time, I'm pretty sure dinosaurs were extinct. You know what I'm saying? They were done. But just like we stumble across fossils all the time, I gotta imagine that they were stumbling across fossils. And it probably was way easier to find these fossils because they weren't buried under thousands and thousands and thousands of years of goddamn, you know, growth of dirt and, you know, like all sorts of shit, plant life and everything else. You know what I'm saying? Like let's be real. I definitely think that it's not like weird. That one's not weird to me. Like I think that they probably did stumble across bones and shit like that. Why wouldn't they? We do.
Roamed the
Still.
Earth back then that we don't know of? Or is there a time-traveling paleontologist out there?
No.
Imagine that, like Ross from Friends also being a time traveler. I love that. I don't know. Or the object is from another universe. And in our number one spot today, we have the ring. Now, this next individual has a similar story to the Home Depot boys. So, for her, she was washing the dishes one day when she heard a clink in her sink. Her ring that she took off when she was doing the dishes had slipped and fell into the sink and down the drain. Now, it was just a cheap one.
Why was it
she
so
wasn't
close
too
to the?
concerned
Okay,
with
as long as
her
it's cheap.
wedding ring. So she decided to just go on about her day. In the end, she forgot that the ring was even there. That was until a week later when she was putting on her shoes and felt something poking her toe. She emptied out her shoe and her ring sank to the floor. So somehow, the ring went from...
Commercial. All right, we're back.
being in her sink drain.
How do you...
to in her shoe.
Come on, bro.
Explain that to me. I don't know. Maybe house elves are real. All right, guys.
Now,
that's
I feel like on that one, maybe it didn't actually fall in the sink. Maybe there was a shoe, or the shoes were next to the sink, and then it fell off the counter, actually, bounced off the floors, which maybe she heard it, like maybe heard like the tingling, like maybe that was what she heard, is it hit in the floor, and it, you know, bounced, and he landed in the shoe. That shit made a lot of sense, didn't it? I know it did, okay? I know it did. Some of this I can't explain. Some of this I can't explain away. You know what I'm saying? Some of this I can't explain away. But some of that, I feel like we got some good explanations for possibilities of what could have happened. That being one of them. So, yeah, anyways. Yeah, y'all let me know what y'all like about this down in the comment below. What was the most bizarre thing that you saw or had happened to you in real life? You know what I'm saying? Have you had, problems with the universe glitching? And all of a sudden parallel universes intermingling and oh, I just dropped my ash. Oh, and the cherry. Ow, burnt myself. Stoner shit. Don't smoke weed, kids. Anyways, but yeah, what kind of universe glitches have you experienced in your life? If you have experienced any universe glitches in your life, and yeah, leave those in the comments below. All right. I love y'all. There is no me without you. Catch you on the next one.